Billy Batson.
Say my name so my powers become yours.
Are you for real?
Say okay!
Fandango invites you to be the first to see Shazam.
Oh, snap!
With a special sneak preview on March 23rd.
That's crazy, right?
Can you leap tall buildings in a single bound?
Sorry! I'm so sorry!
Shazam, rated PG-13. In theaters April 5th. See it early with Fandango March 23rd.
Hey guys, Handicap Kid here. Took me a little longer to get this video uploaded than I thought I would. If you follow me on Twitter, I said it would be uploaded yesterday, however, it's not. Stuff happened, got caught up, didn't want to disturb everyone else in the house. They were roommates, watching TV and everything else. Didn't want to disturb everyone because my recording area is here between our kitchen and our sitting room and my nerd area you see behind me. But we're gonna move on. Okay, that's not important. We're going to talk about Shazam today. All right. Not gonna lie, I am not the biggest DC fan in the world. I like DC. I like a lot of their older movies, like the original Supermans, the three old Batmans. I like the Dark Knight series with Christian Bale. However, the recent stuff, it's just, and I like the TV shows. Sorry, I like the TV shows. If I'm going to talk about the recent shows, I haven't seen any of the TV shows that I don't like. The only one that I'm like on is Legends of Tomorrow, and that's just because it's not, to me, just, I don't like it. It is good, it's just I don't like it as much as Arrow or Flash. But we're going to talk about the movies real fast. Don't like them that much. I went and saw Aquaman. I did an Aquaman review. Go ahead, if you haven't seen my channel, my review on that yet, it is on my channel. Go ahead and check it out. I liked Aquaman. It was good. I liked Wonder Woman 2. I didn't do a review on it. That was kind of at a time I wasn't recording videos as much when it came out. But Wonder Woman was good. But it wasn't there for me. It was almost there, but it wasn't at the level of what I expect from comic book movies growing up with, that's comic book movies. So, I mean, growing up with all the Marvel movies and stuff like that, it didn't do it for me. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't, not top 10 comic book movie picks, in my opinion. However, Shazam. We're going to talk about Shazam. Shazam had everything that Captain Marvel didn't, in my opinion. It had everything. If you see my Captain Marvel review, it had everything that I complained about and that Captain Marvel did. And this one, they had the exact opposite. It was a great movie. Captain Marvel is definitely a must-see movie, but it's like a wait for Redbox movie, in my opinion. Don't go spend $8 for a ticket to watch it at the theater. It wasn't that. But Shazam is definite. You need to go watch. Need to see it. It was amazing. I loved it. It's now my favorite DC movie. My list has got to go Shazam, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and going, at the top three, and then going down, you got probably Man of Steel, or Batman vs. Superman, Man of Steel, Justice League, and Suicide Squad. Switch Justice League and Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad was slightly better than Justice League, in my opinion. Justice League was really hella lazy. It was great, but moving on, I complained in Captain Marvel. One of my big problems was she knew how to use all her powers. Now, granted, when you come into Captain Marvel, it's 6 years. She's had her powers for 6 years. She's got an amnesia, but she's got, this is going to be spoilers for Captain Marvel, she's got a control thing on her. However, towards the end, when she gets that off, she seems to know how to use all her powers, no question, including flight. Just like a snap of fingers, and she's an expert. Throughout most of this movie, Captain Marvel. That's another reason why I'm saying, it's going to get confusing. Captain Marvel, the real Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel, Shazam, right? Throughout the entire thing, he's trying to learn his powers. They have no idea what they're doing or what his powers are. They're trying to figure it out. This isn't really a spoiler, but because it's going to happen. There is, during the fight scene where he learns he could fly, throughout the fight scene, throughout a little bit where he's trying to figure out what's going on, he still struggles to fly. He's still kind of going up and down. I liked that. I hate it when superheroes or anyone who gets a power, in a movie, just knows how to use it. I hate it. It's just it kind of, it. I don't know why. It's a pet peeve of mine. It's one of those little things you can't stand. Trying to keep it short, but I mean, I love, like I said, I love it. I love that factor of it. I also loved it was funny. I forget his name, but the main actor who plays Captain Marvel, plays Billy when he's transformed. I love him. He is hilarious. I really felt like I was watching a 14-year-old turn into an adult. It was like Big all over again with Tom Hanks back from, I believe, in the 90s. It really was that way. That's how Parzival said it. One of his favorite reviewers online described it. I hadn't seen Big in forever, but it really was. It was great. He did a great job. The guy really is a big kid, and it's great. I've really only seen him in a TV series called Chuck, and he was great in that. And so when I saw him in this, I got really excited because really what sold Chuck for me was him. If it was probably almost anyone else, wouldn't have liked it. But great movie. Loved it. Definitely a 4.5 star. For those who have watched me for a while, when I give movie reviews out, I don't like to 5 stars. There's like no movies that get 5 stars from me. 5 stars has to be absolute. I find some kind of something that always bugs me a little bit. I'm a very very critiquey person. That's probably comes from all my years teaching martial arts. You have to be pretty critiquey because there's always something that could have been better. So that's just how I am with my movies. It's how I am with my games. When I review them, when I critique them for myself or for others. However, this movie, definite, close to 5 stars. Best DC has done. I liked, small spoiler, at one point they have Superman in there, but they left out his face. And the reason I believe they did that is because the guy who plays Superman, I forget his name. I'm horrible with actors' names. I'm sorry, guys. I forget his name. However, I believe he's done. Same with Ben Affleck. He's done playing Batman. They both said they weren't going to renew their contracts. However, the news is, the rumors I've been hearing and reading online is that DC is going to try to, salvage the Justice League kind of reputation, which I think they should. They're the main competitor for Marvel, and Marvel movies are, if Avengers comes out in a few weeks, but if Captain Marvel's anything to go on, and it's just too much political stuff is getting there. Ant-Man and Wasp wasn't too bad, but Black Panther had too much in my opinion. It was still a good movie, but they hit you with it, and then Captain Marvel had a lot in there as well, down to guy antagonizer on the bike to her automatically knowing all her powers. Just a bad actress in my opinion. I don't like Brie Larson. I've never believed any of her roles I've seen her in. She doesn't strike me as, she just didn't strike me as, she didn't like the role enough in my opinion. And I believe if you're going to play an iconic character like Captain Marvel, Shazam, Batman, Superman, Wolverine, any of these characters, you really need a character like this. You really need to love the character yourself. Otherwise, it's just bullcrap. I think that's why Robbie Downey Jr., he's really good as Iron Man, because he obviously loves the character himself, Tony Stark. Ryan Reynolds is another great example of this. He loves Deadpool so much, and that's why Deadpool is so good. And obviously, the guy who plays Shazam loves his character so much, and that's why this movie was so good. And that's why I can't wait for the sequel. I really can't wait. They teased the sequel. That's another thing they did in this movie that was great. When they teased the sequel, they did it with, I don't want to give away too much spoilers, but they didn't tease. They teased Black Adam, who's, like I said, I'm not a big DC guy, so I know a bit of their villains and a bit of their stuff, but they teased Black Adam in the movie at one point. But Black Adam wasn't the villain. The next villain teased is also not Black Adam. All right, they've done this multiple times in multiple movies. You have, I believe we're going to go back to Black Panther. Killmonger, if I remember correctly, is like Black Panther's biggest villain, his arch rival kind of villain, and he was in the very first movie, and they killed him. Same with the guy that Killmonger killed. I forget his name. He had the adamantium arm and all that stuff. Ultron cut it off in Age of Ultron. He's also a big Black Panther villain. They killed him. They could have used him for a sequel very easily, but they killed him. So, you know, I mean, I'm sure there's more villains they can pull, but it's still a thing they need to work on in movies, in my opinion. They seem to do. They seem to kill off or use one of the biggest villains right away. And I'm going to probably do a whole video on that, on some fan theories that I want to happen. But that's all for now. I know I went off on a tangent. If you made it this far, I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent. I tend to do that. I'm going to try to work on it. But Shazam, great movie. Go see it. Like and subscribe. Remember, guys, I do take requests. So I don't care what it is. If there's a video game, a movie, a comic book, a book, whatever, and you want a kind of a review on it, send it. You don't even have to send it to me. Just comment below, send me a message, whatever. I will either watch, read, play, whatever, that movie, game, or anything. If I haven't played it already, there's a good chance I have. This is, you can see our nerd area here. This is just our figurines, some of our pop dolls. We have more over here that aren't anime related, and then these are just the anime movies. We have a whole collection. We have hundreds of movies. We got there's 3 bookshelves over here, full books and manga. Got a bunch of video games. So I probably played them already. However, I need more requests, guys. Keep an eye out for my videos. Follow me on Twitter. Exactly the same thing as it is here on the YouTube. It's RY, but it's Rio Handicap Kid. All right, RYO Handicap Kid. You can find me on there. Follow me there. You can, if it's easier to keep up to date. I do upload or let you know on Twitter when I'm uploading or when I'm planning to upload. Catch you guys next time.